Hello everybody, welcome to Sarah's Stitchery. My name is Sarah and this is my channel where I talk all about and I show all of my cross stitch, so welcome. If you are returning, thank you so much for coming and spending some time with me today. I always appreciate that. And if you are new here, welcome to my channel. I hope you love what you see today. I hope you'll go and check out some of my other videos. And I hope you'll take the time to like my video and comment and subscribe. So let's get started. Today is July 4th, so happy Independence Day, everyone. I hope you're having a great day. Hope you're having a safe day, and hopefully you're spending time with people you love. I'm having a quiet day at home. It's kind of a yucky day outside. It's been rainy and yucky. So my husband and I are just planning on having a quiet day here at home with the dogs. My little dog Lily is terrified of fireworks, so I will be spending some time comforting her today and hanging out with her. I figured since it's daytime right now, we don't have to worry about fireworks yet, so I have a little time on my hands. So I thought it would be really fun to come up to my craft room here, and I wanted to do a kit parade today. So in my last video, I did a whip parade where I showed all of my works in progress, all 73 of them. It was kind of a long video, so I really appreciate those of you who took the time to hang out with me and see all the things I was stitching. That means a lot to me. I know your time is valuable, so I really appreciate that. And I had so much fun doing that I thought, hey, let's go ahead and do a kit parade, and I'll just show you all of the things that I have kitted up that have not yet been started. And maybe you can encourage me to pull a couple of these out and get started on them. So before we get started, I thought since today was July 4th, you might enjoy seeing some of my previous patriotic finishes. I'm not a big patriotic stitcher. I like stitching patriotic things. It's just not one of the things that I gravitate toward when I'm choosing a project. So I have very few patriotic finishes. I didn't add anything to it this year. I need to because my patriotic display is kind of sad. But I thought it'd be fun to show you what I have. So without further ado, I'll show you my patriotic finishes. So this one is from Plum Street Samplers. I'm forgetting what it's called. But it's adorable. I stitched this a couple of years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. I don't remember any of the details. I don't remember what the fabric was. I'm pretty sure I probably used the called for floss, and I just turned this into a little pillow. I know it's probably 40 count. And I just turned it into a little pillow there with some rickrack. So that's on my display. I'm gonna sit it back here. Okay, I have another patriotic pillow. This is from Brenda Gervais. I feel like I finished this last year. And got another pillow finish here. Home Sweet Home with Thy Needle and Thread. It's got some strawberries on it. You know, if you've been watching me lately, I'm all about stitching the strawberries. So yeah, I think I finished that last year. Again, I don't know the specifics. Pretty sure it's probably a 40 count. Just made it into a pillow with some rickrack trim that I sewed on. And that's that. And then my final patriotic finish. I know I stitched this last year. This was a chart from Chantel's 141 Design Company. Pretty sure it wasn't charted in like patriotic colors, but I decided I wanted mine to be. I think it was one of those ones where you could kind of like choose your own colors or whatever, if I'm not mistaken. I believe this was part of her Make Your Mark series, where she put out these little samplers, and you were just really encouraged to make it your own. Choose your own fabric, choose your own floss. And so that's what I did. I made mine patriotic. I put my name down here at the bottom, and then I just finished it on this little stand thing that I probably got from Michael's. And I think that's really cute. So that's my patriotic finishes. I told you it was kind of sad, but it's better than nothing, right? Anyway, all right. Before I get into the kits today, I have just one small order of business to take care of. In my last regular Flosstube update, so that would have been Flosstube episode number 14, I announced the winners for a giveaway that I was hosting for the Stitchy Spot Supply Company. And that is a new online needle workshop. And my friend Lee from Stitchy Spot Supply Co., she offered to give away 2 of these charts, because it's something I'm stitching right now myself, to 2 of my viewers. And so I announced those winners in Flosstube episode number 14. Only one of the winners has contacted me and hopefully received their prize by now, but I have not heard from the other winner. So if you entered for this giveaway, make sure you go back and watch Flosstube episode 14. I believe I announced the giveaway winners toward the end of the video. So if that's you, contact me so I can get this chart to you, or so Lee can get the chart to you. If not, I will draw another winner when I do my next regular Flosstube update, which will probably be here in a few days. So if I don't hear from that winner, I'll just have to pick somebody else, because I want to make sure somebody gets that chart. Okay, you're here for a kit parade. Let's do this. I have all my kits in the project bag, so I will be unzipping and pulling things out. But I can promise you this is not going to be as long as my whip parade was. So, so you don't have to buckle in and settle in for a long haul. I don't have quite as many. All right, the first thing I have is in this adorable project bag that my sister made. She has an Etsy shop called Pepper Pot Shop. And in here, I actually have 3 different kits, because they're all strawberry themed. So I will go ahead and pull those out and show those to you. The first one I have, now this was the only chart that I bought when I was at StitchCon. I was very good. I didn't buy very much at StitchCon, but I could not resist this chart. It's called Nibblers. It's by Pedal Pusher, and it's got these adorable little mice and the strawberries. I couldn't resist. So I have this kitted up. I pulled a little scrap of fabric that I was given by Grace Notes Fabric when I was at the Steel City Stitchers retreat. She was going around and giving out samples of her fabric. So if I've done my measurements correctly, I think this should be big enough. It is a 40 count, so it's going to be smaller. And I am using the called for colors. So I would like to get this one started soon. It's not going to take very long. It's very small. So that's the first thing I have kitted up. Also in this bag, oh, I only have one other thing, sorry. Also in this bag, I have a design by Whilst Iris Naps. I'm trying to figure out if this is a new design or if it's just new to me. So I saw this on Instagram the other day, and I had to order it immediately. And I got it as a PDF download from Whilst Iris Naps Designs. It's this beautiful strawberry pincushion. So you stitch the top, you stitch the sides, and then you sew it all together. And so I decided I'm going to stitch mine on this 40 count Cypress by Fiber on a Whim. But I'm playing around with the colors. The color palette was pretty muted. So I'm trying to decide, I want to punch those colors up a little bit. So I've been trying to decide what colors I want to use. I have pulled some colors here that I thought, that I actually got from a different chart. These were the called for colors for the Primrose Cottage, the 12 monthly minis for June. They have a strawberry pattern. And so these were the called for colors for that. So I was thinking that looked pretty good on this Cypress. So I might see what colors out of here would work for this. Because I just wanted it to look more, I don't know, just less muted. So I would like to start that very soon. I've never done a finish like that, so I think that would be pretty fun. So let me put those back in the bag. I'm still like all about stitching the strawberries. I don't know how many of you participated in the Strawberry Moon Sow that was hosted by Marjorie Maid. I'm all about the strawberries. I think they are so cute. I can't get enough of them. And I love that Marjorie hosted that sow. So I'm just going to keep going with it. It was a sow, a sow stands for stitch along, excuse me. It was a sow for June, but I'm just going to keep it going. So that was that bag. Speaking of Pepper Pot Shop, this is another bag I got from her recently as well. I love the little strawberry charmy on here. And in here, I have a chart from the Scarlet house called Strawberry House. So it comes with this main design and then this small, like little pillow, scissor fob thing. And so I've been trying to decide on what I want to stitch it on. I was thinking it would be fun to stitch it on some dark fabric, because I think that white house would really pop. But I would definitely need to change the color of the roof, because that's not going to show up. So I have been kind of pulling out some colors. I get the Roxy Flossco Floss of the Month Club. And so I was trying to pull some colors from that I thought could work. So I'm thinking those might work. Although I'm thinking, I don't know why I chose that color for the house. I'm thinking it needs to be a little bit brighter. But those are kind of my ideas for that right now. I think it'd be really cool on that dark fabric though. What do you think? Or do you think I should stitch it on the neutral fabric? Sometimes I like to change things up and do something a little bit different. And I am trying to be better about using my Roxy flosses, because I buy them, I want to use them, and I love Roxy floss. So, okay, there's that. And these are not in any like particular order, just like from the order I grabbed them in. Okay, so we're moving straight from summer to Christmas. This one's a Christmas design. It's from the book, the Blackbird Designs book, Home for the Holidays. And it is, I don't want to show you the chart here. It is this chart right here. It's called 'Tis the Season. And I just think it's beautiful. And I've had it kitted up for a little while, but I haven't started it. And again, I wanted to switch it up a little bit, so I chose this fabric instead of the neutral. And I was choosing, looks like I was just choosing some DMC colors to kind of brighten that up a little bit. Oh no, some of them are over dyes. I got some classic color works and some Gentle Arts in here. But this is kind of the color palette I've pulled for that design. I don't know if that's like too bright. I don't know. I think that's why I haven't started it. There's that bird. Just not sure. I'm not sure. And so if I'm not sure, I kind of just hold off and wait and just kind of revisit it. So probably around Christmas time, I'll pull that one out and decide, are those the colors I want to go with or no? And this is in one of my favorite bags. It's in a Nutcracker bag from Painted Leaf Co., which is an Etsy shop that is my mom. My mom designs and makes these bags. So cute. I love that one. Okay, this one is in a project folder that I made. And in here, I have Sugar and Spice by Brenda Gervais. This, I got this off of Country, I want to say Country, can't remember if it's Country Sampler or Country Stitches. One of the two. Oh, it's on the back here. CountryStitchesOnline.com. Mystery solved. So it came like with this little kit where you can't really tell, but the pillow is sitting like in a little wooden tray that has like some scrapbook paper decoupaged on the bottom of it. And it came with these little felt like peppermints and the little gingerbread man and the chart, obviously. And so I haven't started mine, but I did pull some fabric and floss. I believe I just used the called for floss. It's all DMC. Yeah, it's charted in DMC. And I pulled some 40 count parchment fabric from Weeks Dye Works. So I think that would be a good neutral. I think that'll work. So when I get around to my Christmas stitching, I'm not typically someone who does Christmas and July stitching because I'm just not in the mood for it yet. I wish I was, because I would probably get a whole lot of stuff done, you know, starting in July, but I'm just not in the mood for it yet. I'm very much a seasonal stitcher. So for me to stitch something out of season is very rare. But I do admire everybody who does. I'm always like, I wish I was doing Christmas right now, but then I'm really not going to, so. Yeah. All right, here's another Christmas. This is in a stitch case from Winding Rainbows. Chris Sherman, there's her logo. Her stitch cases are very high quality. Love it. In here, I have the Hands-On Design Polar Plunge series. So I believe I have all of the charts except for the N is for Narwhal. I need to get that one. So comes with Puffin Party, Wally the Walrus, oops, Penguin Pair, so cute, and Polar Bear Peak. And this is the one that I actually did stitch. I stitched Whale Hello There. So out of the series, I've only stitched one and fully finished it. So it was on my tree last year. So I wanted to keep these all together and hopefully stitch more of them. It would be nice to at least get one stitched a year. I don't think that's unrealistic. And I have the backing boards for all of them already prepped and ready to go. So these backing boards come from Chantel's 141 Design Company, and they are covered with scrapbook paper. And so I already have all of mine painted on the back, decoupage with the scrapbook paper on the front. So I just need to stitch them up and pop them on there, right? So hopefully I can get another one of those done this year. And in here, of course, I keep my fabric and my floss. I didn't have a fabric in my stash that was like the right color, so I dyed fabric for that. And so I just went ahead and cut them all into pieces so that I could just go ahead and stitch it up and finish it and be ready. And it looks like it's all charted in DMC with there's a couple of classic color works in here. So these are the colors. They're super cute. It's such a cute little series. So I definitely want to stitch up more of those and get them on my tree, especially since I have the finishing pieces all ready to go. And I dyed all the fabric, so I've already put a lot of effort into it. So I just need to keep it going. So there's that stitch case again. Okay, moving on. Maybe this one's Christmas too. Let's take a look. Not necessarily Christmas, but it's a winter themed. So this is a design from my favorite designer, the Blue Flower. It's called The Color of Winter. And I saw this model when I was at Stitch Away back in January. And you know how it goes. The model always gets you, because I've seen this chart for a while. This chart is from 2018, so it's not like a new design. But when I saw the model, I was like, oh, I gotta stitch that. So, so I pulled 46 count ballet slippers from Fox and Rabbit. I think that will be a good color. And then all the called for. So it looks like there's some Weeks Dye Works, some Gentle Arts, some classic color work. So a little bit of everything. And here is that color palette. And I believe I'm doing all the called for colors. So I can't wait to stitch this. But again, I kitted this up back in January. And so by then I was kind of cycling out of my winter stitching, getting into my Valentine's and that kind of thing. So I would like to get a start on this this winter. I think it's so beautiful. And this is being housed in a Painted Leaf Co. bag from my mom. I love this one, this like little winter village. So cute. Okay, moving on. This is in a bag that I got from Vintage Owl Lady on Etsy. So cute, got that Tula Pink bunny fabric on it. Okay, and in here I have, excuse me, I have an itch. In here I have the Spring Parade series from Leela's Studio. If you've watched me before, you know that I stitch one of these bunnies every spring. So over the last 3 years, I stitched the artichoke bunny, the radish bunny, and then this year I stitched the carrot bunny. And so I just keep this kitted up and ready to go. That way when spring rolls around again, I'm ready to start another one. So, oh, and also this was a freebie, so I don't feel bad showing it to you, but this was a freebie from Leela's Studio that came out in this past spring. So you can go to her website. It was a little hard to find unless she's moved it since then, but I found it on her blog under the news and, was it like news and events tab, something like that. If you go to her link tree, it'll probably give you a link to it. But this one was called Flag Bearer. It's this bunny riding the rooster with the American flag. That would probably be a really cute one like to do for a patriotic stitch. It's so cute. So he's in here too. But I'm stitching all of mine on this fabric. Ooh, and I'm running out of this fabric because this fabric was actually, let me get this thing out. This was actually a Black Needle Society exclusive that came in one of their boxes. So you can see, I probably have enough to do 3 more bunnies. Or maybe I start doing them on a different color fabric. I don't know. But I did my other 3 bunnies on this fabric. This fabric is called 5 O'Clock Somewhere. So kind of like margarita colored. But yeah, that's all the fabric I have left. So I might need to like choose another fabric to do some of these on. And I just have all the called for DMCs pulled for all of them on a ring ready to go. So whatever one I decide to stitch next year, next spring, will be ready to go. I kind of feel like I need to do the strawberry bunny next. So we'll see. We'll see what I feel like next spring. Okay. Sorry, that was a lot of jingling on that one. Okay, my next one is in a patriotic bag from Painted Leaf Co. And in here I have, oh, I can't wait to start this one at some point. I'm not ready yet. It's called American Welcome by Plum Street Samplers. A lot of people are stitching this one right now, and it is gorgeous. This was a market release. And I believe it was like released at a retreat prior to that as well. So this one has been released to the public just for the last few months, but it's so pretty. I love the colors. Very summer. I should go ahead and start it. I don't know. In here I have, what is this fabric? So I chose this fabric. It's from Seraphim Fabrics. It's called Dead Sea Scroll. I love that. And I believe I have all the called for colors. It calls for some DMC, and it calls for, it looks like some classic, or not classic, color and cottons. And I believe I have all the called fors. So this is ready to go at any time. I think it's going to look fantastic on that fabric. It would be a good one to start today for the 4th of July. I don't think I'm ready for it yet. It's a big one, and if you watched my whip parade, you know I've got a lot of big ones already in progress, so I really don't have any business starting that yet. So that might be a next summer project. Wah, wah. Okay. Oh, I love this bag. Oh, look at it. My little cheetah bag. So cute. I got this from Wildberry Stitching. She makes such cute bags. And inside here, appropriately, I have another blue flower design. Blue flower. Her animal designs are chef's kiss. She charts animals. So cute. And this is called Animal Alphabet. I love this so much. Each letter has an animal on it, in it. And then I love how on the back of this it says cast of characters, and it tells you what all of the animals are. So like the A is the armadillo, the B is the bat, the C is the cheetah. So cute. I love it. I do want to stitch this at some point. It is just fantastic. Maybe one day when I have grandchildren. Hopefully that's a long way away from now. If you've watched me before, you know my kids are all in their 20s, so no rush, children. I don't want to be a grandma yet. It's going to be wonderful when it happens. Not ready yet. Anyway, I have the called for fabric. This is Sampler Green from XD Design. My favorite fabric dyer. And I have all the called for DMCs. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. But they're all in here, ready to go. Ooh, I love this color. Pretty. So there's that one. I feel like that wouldn't be hard to stitch. Like just do a letter every couple of days or something. I don't know. I love that one so much. Ooh, look at this red bird. What is that? It's an ibex. So cute. I love that. So one of these days I'll stitch that. It's so pretty. I did go through my kits recently because I had a lot of them. Like, I don't know about you guys, but like when you get a chart that you just like absolutely love and you just have to kit it up right away, I do that. And then they sit there and sit there and sit there. And so I did go through my kits recently, and I was telling my friends Allison and Karen and my friend Sarah, and I was going through and just like unkitting things. And I unkitted so many things. I couldn't even tell you. I know it was probably over 10 things. It was a lot because it was just like things that I was excited about in the moment, and I kitted it up. And you'll notice all of my kits have fabric and floss so that when I'm ready to start it, I can grab it and go. And so I really, really went through and unkitted things that I knew I just probably wasn't going to start. So I feel good about that. But I still have a lot of kits. That's okay. I love, as you can see, as I'm going through, I love all of these things. There's not anything that I'm like, I don't know about that one. Like, I literally love all of these, so I don't feel bad about having these kitted up. This next one, sorry, is in plastic. This is a chart by the Scarlet house called Entwined Hearts. I have loved this one for a while now. When did this come out? 2021. So 3 years ago. So pretty. I believe I have the called for fabric. Yeah, I have the 40 count Aztec red fabric. Oops, everything's stuck together. 40 count Aztec red fabric. And the called for floss. Ooh, I didn't even remember this. It calls for Classic Colorworks Belle Soie Silks. And there's only 4 colors, so that's kind of cool. But here they are. That is one I would really like to start soon. That is so pretty. It's not too big. It's 140 by 192. That's so cute. I love that one. Okay. thank you for bearing with me while I put everything back in its bags. I do like to keep things nice and organized so that when I'm done, I don't have a giant mess to clean up. And I get to show you my project bags. So I love this one. This is actually, well, this is from Painted Leaf Co. It's one of my mom's bags. And my friend Allison, this is her favorite bag ever. She loves these little raccoons in the airplanes. And so she just loves using this project bag. So I'm with you, girl. That's another reason I need to start this, so that I can get this project bag out and see it, you know? Okay, the next one I've had this one kitted up for a while. When was this chart released? So this chart is from 2013. I've had this kitted up for probably about 3 years now. I need to start it. But it's one of those ones that just keeps making that cut. Every time I go through my kits, it's always a yes, that needs to stay kitted up. So this is another one from the Scarlet house. It's called Topley 1802. I just love those colors. They're so fun. I love this funky little guy here. I love everything about this. So this is kitted up. I don't think I have the called for. No, the called for fabric is Black Forest linen from Lakeside. I have it kitted up with 40 count slate by Fabrics by Stephanie. So pretty. And I think I have all of the colors. I believe they're all Gentle Arts. So there they are. That's so pretty. I love this blue here. So yeah, that's another one that I really, really love. Like I said, it keeps making the cut. I love that border. Look at that. Sorry for the glare. Look like strawberries. That's probably why I like it. That would explain some things. Oops. So this is being kept in a vinyl front project bag that I got from Painted Leaf Co. from my mom a while back. And the Bluebird, or excuse, not Bluebird, Blackbird Designs fabric. So pretty. I love that one. Okay, next, I don't even know who made this bag. It doesn't even have a maker on it. That's interesting. It's got these sewing machines, these vintage sewing machines on it. And in here, I have 2 projects. That's interesting. I've got floss for one and not the other, unless I have the floss for both on one ring, which is, oh, no, I have 2. In here, I have 2 of the Heart and Hand Tiny Towns. I have never stitched a tiny town, and I would like to. So this is the Big Hearted Tiny Town. I have a scrap of fabric here, not sure what this is, but I have a scrap of fabric and all of the called for. It looks like I have, yeah, all the called for, the classic color works and the DMCs. So pretty. Oh, whose dog is that? Oh, it's the Tiny House Stitcher. I must have gotten these from StitchCon a couple years ago. So cute. So cute. So that's the Big Hearted Tiny Town. And then I also have Any Town Tiny Town. And that was an exclusive through Keepsakes for a little bit there. And I have another scrap of fabric here. I'm pretty sure they're both 40 count. And all the called for DMCs. So those are ready to go. I just need to stitch them one day. I have never stitched a tiny town. So that needs to happen. Okay, the next thing I have, and this is in a beautiful bag from Buckleberry Quilts on Etsy. So gorgeous. Oh, look at the inside. I haven't been showing you the inside, sorry. In here, I have the Drawn Thread Sunny Side Sampler. I've seen a lot of people stitch this one. It is so gorgeous. I've never stitched anything by the drawn thread, so I really, really want to. And this one is just gorgeous. I purchased the kit, and it came with this fabric that I do not like. I just don't like it. It feels rough. What is the fabric? 32 count natural undyed linen. So it just feels rough and I don't like it. Also, I'm not a fan of stitching on 32 count because I don't like using 2 threads. I like to use 1 thread. So I changed the fabric to Fiber on a Whim Silver Fox. And I think all the called for floss is going to work. Oh, and I didn't even realize this. It's been a while since I've looked at this. Okay, this is kind of a sin not to start. I'm going to keep this out and start it. Because when I purchased the kit, it came with all the called for flosses, which are needlepoint silks and dinky dyes and a couple more needlepoint silks. I have never used needlepoint silks. This is nice because it looks like they like just give you enough for each, for this stitch, right? That's probably why I bought it, because I'm thinking, why would I have bought needlepoint silks? But I'm guessing because you only got enough that you needed for the chart, that it probably wasn't so expensive that it made me gasp or anything. But I think that's going to be really pretty on this fabric. Do you like this fabric with this? Do you think it'll look okay? That might have been another reason why I was kind of waiting on this too, because I was changing the fabric and I wasn't sure. Here's what it looks like on the called for. I just think this is kind of boring. So I'm keeping that one out. I need to start that one. That is so pretty. And it looks perfect with this bag. So, yay. Okay, that's going to be a start soon. I'm going to keep that one out. Okay, the next one is another Painted Leaf Co bag, and it's got dogs on it. Little wiener dogs like my Daisy girl, and other kind of dogs too. They're so cute. My mom did a good job with these bags. She really fussy cut them so you got as many dogs as you could get in one bag. And they're adorable. And so, of course, in the dog bag, I have a dog chart. I've got Starbarks by Plum Street Samplers. So cute. What I need to do is chart those dogs so they look like my Daisy and my Lily. Maybe that's what I need to do. So I have a scrap of fabric. Don't ask me what this is. I have no idea. It's a 40 count, I'm sure. And I'm assuming all the called for colors. Looks like they're all DMCs. So, yep. That's going to be so cute. Starbarks. Now I have to think about that. Oh, and look, I'm trying to think. Was it Zan who gave this little floss bling to me? So cute. A little wiener dog. Because Zan has a little grand doggy named Baby the Weenie, and she's so cute. We dog people, we are a little crazy. That's okay. Okay, this next one is in a bag from Made by Rachel on Etsy. I love this little sailor guy. He's so cute. Got the whales with the ships on the back. Love it. And in here, I have Barbara Anna Designs Blue Dreams. She is so pretty. This came out in 2022. And when you purchase Barbara Anna charts, you actually get them through Creative Poppy. And in here, I have the perfect fabric. It is called Cinnamon. It's 40 count from Be Stitch Me. isn't this, look at this. Isn't that gonna be perfect? Perfect. And then I have all the called for DMC, and they just look so good on this fabric. So that needs to happen. And that's a summer one. That should have been started this year. All right, I've got what, 3, 4 more? Almost there. All right, this is in a Patriotic bag from So Much to Love. And in here I have Mini Moon by Plum Street Samplers. So cute, that little bunny with the flag. And I have a piece of fabric. This is a 40 count Egyptian sand by Mountain Air Fabrics. And I am going to use all the called for. Looks like there's some DMCs, some Classic Colorworks, Weeks Dye Works. And that's what those colors look like together. So that's going to be cute when I start that. This one's not very big. It's only 71 by 81. So whenever I get to that, that won't take me too long. All right, next. Okay, so for this next one, I don't have a picture to show you because it's a mystery stitch along. From the Frosted Pumpkin that's like currently happening. It's this was the postcard it came with. It's the Arctic Animals mystery stitch along from the Frosted Pumpkin. And in each clue, they reveal different Arctic animals that are being stitched. So like the first clue, I can't show you this because this is the chart. But the first clue was the Arctic fox and the vole. And so I just thought that was so cute. But again, I'm a seasonal stitcher, so I'm just not in the mood to be stitching Arctic animals right now, but I do love stitching animals. So when I am in the mood, I definitely want to stitch this. I pulled some fabric. This is 40 count Lestrange from, I want to say Atomic Ranch. And I'm using all the called for DMCs, and I got this adorable little floss card from Frosted Pumpkin, and you put all your colors on there. Look at how pretty those are. I love all the vibrant colors because you would think it would be a lot of like colors just like this, right? Browns and grays and some blues and stuff, but I love that they incorporated some fun colors as well. So I'm excited to see those clues be revealed as it goes along. I think there's 2 clues out right now. I don't know if the third one has come out yet. But I'm keeping it in this really cute project bag that I got from Whip It Up on Etsy. It's got Arctic animals on it, so of course, I think she made these specifically for this stitch along, if I'm not mistaken. So I had to have a project bag that goes with the project. So that's super cute. I love it. It's nice and big too. Like if you use a Q-snap, this would be perfect. So cute. Okay, all right. 2 to go. We are almost there. We're doing good. All right, in this bag, I have 3 projects because they are all from the same designer. They are all from the same series. It is the Animal Cracker series by Stacy Nash, and these came out at Market this year, and I snatched them up, and I cannot wait to stitch them. So in here, we have Miss Hazel, this cute little squirrel. I had to get Maggie May. My daughter is Maggie. I love this cute little bunny. I've seen so many people stitch her. She's adorable. And then, of course, the little Bobbin the mouse. He's so cute. So these are definitely ones I want to stitch soon. And also, I've never done like a stand-up finish or like a shaped finish like this, so I'm excited to give that a try as well. So in here, I have some fabric. This is Fiberlicious 40 count in the color Chai Love You. I wanted to have a color that was dark enough that like the light colors would pop on. Like the little mouse's belly is a little bit hard to see on this lighter fabric, so I wanted everything to like show up. And I pulled all the called for colors. It looks like it's all Weeks Dye Works. So I have all the called for Weeks Dye Works for all 3 of those charts. So it's ready to go. Ready to go, and I've been inspired to maybe punch up the colors a little bit. I've seen a lot of people stitch Maggie May with different colors. Saw some people gave her red shoes. Some people gave her like a pink sweater. So I don't know. I might ask my daughter Maggie what color she wants Maggie May to wear. So we'll see what she says. Got to ask her soon. She's going back to New York soon. If you've watched me before, you know my daughter Maggie just graduated from college. She lives in Brooklyn, New York. She has been home for a visit after graduation, but now that she's graduated, she's got to go back and get a real person job, you know what I mean? So she'll be going back soon, so maybe I'll have to ask her that soon. I'm gonna keep this one out too. This is in a So Much to Love project bag. So pretty. And last but not least, in this beautiful Starry Owl Stitchery patchwork bag, I have, oh, I'm so excited about this one. I have a design from the Artsy Housewife. I've never stitched anything by the Artsy Housewife, but her designs are amazing. I've seen so many people stitch Artsy Housewife designs. They're so cool. And this one just like grabs my attention every time I see it. It is called Dark Golden Delicious. Sorry if the colors aren't coming through very good. I got it as a PDF and I printed it on my home printer, so. But it is stunning. I love this border down here so much. And I think it's so fun. So I'm not stitching it on the called for fabric. The called for fabric is a 32 count Barnwood by Picture This Plus. I chose something a little funkier. I decided to use, this was a fabric of the month from Fiberlicious. This is a 46 count linen in the color Glimmering Dreams. Look at this. Ooh, I can't wait to use this. And I pulled all the called for, are these all DMC? Yeah. So it calls for some classic colorworks and some Gentle Arts and some Weeks Dye Works, but I used the DMC conversion. And let me kind of spread these colors out a little bit so you can see them on this fabric. I think it's going to look really, really cool with these colors. So I think this will work. I just think this design is so fun and funky, and so I wanted my fabric to be fun and funky too. So I think that's so pretty. And sometimes I get these colors and I'm like, what am I gonna do with this? Well, sometimes you just have to use your imagination, right? And honestly, I don't think it looks a whole lot different than the cover photo anyway, so not really using my imagination that much, but I just think this will be so pretty, so moody, so colorful. So there's that. And that, my friends, was my kit parade. And I did it under an hour. So I would love to hear from you. Which kits do you think I should start soon? I'm definitely thinking the drawn thread, just because those needlepoint silks are sitting in there just calling for me to use them. I did not remember that was kitted with needlepoint silks. So I'm going to do that one. I'm going to start it soon. And definitely the Animal Crackers series. I just think that's so fun. It's so cute. But yeah, out of the rest of these, what are you excited to see me stitch on? You know, I think it's, I don't know how you guys feel about having kits and having things kitted up. You know, I know some of you are probably thinking that's a lot of fabric and floss to be holding up in bags, but like, again, like I've said, there are things that I've gone through and looked at and been like, yeah, I really still want to start that. And so having those things ready to go makes me happy. It, you know, it keeps me from having to search for stuff later on. Or, you know, sometimes you lose your mojo when you're like, oh, I don't have the right color. I'm going to need to order something, or go and get the correct DMC if I don't have it in stash. So like just having those things in the bags ready to go for me makes me happy, and it makes me feel like if I'm in the mood for a new start, I have something that I can just grab and get started on. So, you know, we all have different things, that different comfort levels as far as like, you know, how many whips we have and how many things we have kitted up. But for me, it makes me happy. So anyway, I think that's it. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me and seeing all the things I have kitted. I hope that you're having a lovely day, whatever your plans are today. And I'll be seeing you soon. Bye.